Welcome to Pit Bull Stadium. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the FIU Panthers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the FIU head coach pregame. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kennesaw State's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Kennesaw State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program.
Might have a chance. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Owls! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Panthers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. FIU will line up to punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good, solid tackle. And the Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And here comes the the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
To the air, it's Barry. Right on the money. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
FIU set up with another first down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The give from the gun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
The Panthers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over.
He gets it in! Touchdown, Panther!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
To the air, it's Colson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Hands it off. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up to the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Stone. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for the big play. Intercepted deep in his own end. Smashes through the tackle. Brought down at the 30 on the return. It is. Has set them. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Ford International comes out to start this drive. trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. FIU pushing tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll run it again. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
Grabs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight in. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He fires to the left side. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Fires to the big fella. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun to give, looking for room. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Kennesaw State right back to work. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take it?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Let's go to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the FIU sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly.
Findings headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time
there he goes. Got enough for the first. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Moore from the gun trying to convert third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. Could be an alley. The 30, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I think Think if you're the head coach defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The Panthers get it right back with a score of their own.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Dropping back, it's Colson. They're working that left side. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Across the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
To the air on first down. The quick out. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're still firing away even with this lead. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road there.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get
Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky at L.T. Smith Stadium. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the FIU Panthers and the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense who will have the football first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Panthers, the offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. Not letting that wide receiver get me today.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Off play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It'll be third and long. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. FIU will line up to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They want to throw it. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on second down. A little screen to the running back. Crosses to 40. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. First and 10. From the gun, give to Hardy. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
That wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it. Got a little grass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, FIU.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going to the running game.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Finds the tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Berry. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Motion from the wide receiver. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open, and as a result, it's an incompletion.
The run inside. It's Parrish. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. And the Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Stepping to the right. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. They kick it away on fourth down. fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Panthers. Special teams proving to be special. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He'll heave it deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll go right back to the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. After that punt return, there is a man. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got enough for the 1st. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Carter. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Quickly to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st?
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They go right back to him. And he's in! Touchdown, Florida International! That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Upshaw. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Makes the grab. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. Sound strategy here to try to punt it away from that return guy. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the FIU sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here's a little room there. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's start with Memphis taking on the USF Bulls. And it's Memphis in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC. Now over to your game inside LT Smith Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. These injuries could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on those?
Hey, guys, the FIU head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they have got to do a better job protecting the...
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
They stop him. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Hey, guys, I'll be really curious to watch this offense down the stretch and see how they handle this. They've got a big lead. They can probably just continue to run the football. I got the running back stayed in bounds right there, too. Keep the clock moving. Or do they like their numbers? Do they want to continue to put the gas pedal to the floor, be aggressive, try to score points? Be interested to see how they handle this situation.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking downfield on first down. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working that left side now. Touchdown, FIU. Into the end zone for 6.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he could make something happen after the play and get 6.
lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just
Lets it fly deep downfield. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll try to do it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Ford International comes out to start this drive. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. FIU will line up to punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball.
Go, go! Ready, go!
Turning it on! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ready, go!
The give to Hardy. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Here he comes with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds some fresh air. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He did not make it a stone. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a